Hey, alumni friends, it's time for another NHCC Alumni Coffee Break. And the hallmark of our coffee breaks are always great conversation, a little bit of coffee, a little bit of connecting for sure. But today is a special connection for me because Bai Chang is joining us. And Bai used to work in the Student Success Department at North Hennepin with Miriam Chiza, but Bai and I got to know each other super well, and Bai, I am thrilled to have you here on the program today.
I'm thrilled to be here as well, Troy, and thanks for having me today.
Absolutely, and I salute you, my dear friend, with our North Hennepin coffee mug. So cheers.
That's an awesome mug. Cheers.
And, you know, we got a chance to visit a little bit off camera, and one of the questions that really resonated with you was, what would you tell your 18-year-old self?
Yes, that's a great question. And I think if I could tell my 18-year-old self anything, I would say, utilize the Career Resource Center. Karen Philbin's awesome. She would look over your resume, help you, take career assessments, self-assessments to just better understand like what fields may be best for you and your interests and your passions. And when I first started college as well, I joined the Student Volunteer Club with Troy, and it was really good because I got to know people and they were so welcoming. I got to do some of the volunteers with them too, and so that was great. And that's also great to put on your resume as well. And I would say make sure that you're finding internships too, because Karen does do some of that as well. And I think it's good to do those things, either they're paid or not, just to get your feet wet and get some experiences. And then another thing too is make sure that you're spending those extra hours if needed to just maybe learn, materials more in your classes or find resources. Spend that time to look for resources and help for yourself because you want to invest time in yourself. So that's what I would tell my 18-year-old self.
That's awesome. And Bai, I just have to say it. You've always had a heart of gold. You always want to help others. You just really illustrated that in that response. And just so proud of what you've done. And, I got to give a little shout out here. I hope you're okay with this. You've got a new little one in the family, little Charlie. Yes, your son. Yes.
Yeah.
How exciting. Immensely
It's crazy. Thank you. Thank you, Troy.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, that's fantastic. And I do have to share that Karen Philbin and I will be partnering. So this is really some phenomenal timing because she wants to extend these service to alumni as well. So that would be new graduates that are just graduating with their degree, and all of the great advice you gave about getting internships and using her center would be very timely, and that's something we're launching actually this fall.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
So thanks for kind of teeing that one up for us. And then when we were talking before, you had a favorite spot on campus that you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, definitely. Joe Crow, he's no longer there anymore, but one of my favorite spots on campus was the Tutor Center. And that's also where Troy Nelson's, your office is there too. So it was nice to see from time to time. And there was the Math Resource Center, the Writing Resource Center, and we just have a lot of friends who are, I had a lot of friends who were tutors. So we would hang out there, do our homework together, and it was one of my favorite spots. There, I don't know how it looks like today, but there's computers that you could hop on and tables for you to work with tutors or work with just classmates. And it was a nice place for us to get our work done together. So it was a lot of fun for me.
Absolutely. And our interview today, Bai, must have just been foretold because you're teeing it up for me. Mr. Joe Crow. He and I are going to be doing a coffee break
nice.
week. Yes, yes. We're trying to branch off a little bit and connect with former employees and retirees and people that have made a huge difference at North Hennepin, and Joe, certainly. Time that he ran the tutoring area was one of the most formative, amazing things that the campus ever did. That place was robust. It was always busy. I remember at one point he had something like 60 plus tutors that were working with students, and that place was alive with energy. So thank you for remembering Joe, and I'll look forward to interviewing him, and I'm sure you'll look forward to hearing him.
Yes, for sure.
Couple weeks. Yeah, it's
for
crazy.
Sure.
It's crazy. I love it. I love it. So I don't know, maybe your last question here might fit in with this pretty well too, but some advice for our alums on working remotely.
Yeah, so I would self-identify as an extrovert. I'm quite outgoing. I'm outgoing, and I get my energy from working with people, from being with people. And so working from home, I mean, I have the ability to, pre-COVID, I had the ability to choose to work from home or go into the office. I worked from home probably once a week, but I like to go into the office. So now with this whole working from home, I mean, it's nice to see baby Charlie sometimes because grandma watches him. So I get to see him during my breaks sometimes, but I think it's really, it is really nice to get that separation from work and home. And you don't really get that when you're working from home. I feel like, of course, you could build your own office space and you could have that just to do your work. But I think just to have that segmented time, you know, like the driving to work, to coming from work, you don't really have that when you're working from home. So I think some of my main top 4 tips for you guys is making sure that you're scheduling time to take breaks, to go out and get recharged, get some fresh air, some sunlight. It will be kind of like your water cooler break or whatever, and then come back to work. And also having some kind of morning routine to help you out. So when you're driving to work, that's your morning routine. But now some people are even just rolling out of their beds and hopping onto their computers. I don't know. Maybe they forget to brush their teeth sometimes. I don't know. But I think it's important to have some kind of morning routine. You know, my manager and I, we were having we have our team meeting, and we were discussing about different things to help us as we're working from home. And some people have said that they freshen up, they do their makeup, they wear outfits just as if they would when they go to work. Or some folks, they'd even put on shoes. So Troy, I don't know what you do, but I think just to have a morning routine would really help too. And then the third thing I would say is having time lanes. So I think it's easy to see clutter in your home and feel like you need to get that thing cleaned or organized, but having that mindset, like work time is work time and lunchtime or after work is when you get housework done. Having that will be really good too. So having that discipline to separate the two. And then the last thing I would say is socialize with your colleagues, host virtual happy hours. That's what I did. That's what I'm doing. So I host bi-weekly happy hours for our team. Our team is spread throughout the whole nation, and we have some sites within the Twin Cities, but not everyone is together. So we're having to virtually meet a lot, but I think these social happy hours that I've been doing, it's been fun to just reconnect with people, and we get updates from each other regarding what's happening in each of our states, and it's been a lot of fun just to reconnect with people, and I think that's really important to have during this time.
I love it. I love it. Well, I would say I'm doing 3 of the 4 for sure. We're not quite at the happy hour stage, but we do check in with each other every week. But I love the happy hour idea. Oh, bye. Wow.
So these coffee breaks are awesome too, Troy. So thanks for having them.
Thank you. No, gosh, my pleasure. I love catching up with all of you and just hearing the amazing things that all of you are doing. And this has been so much fun, Bai. I can't thank you enough.
It's been a lot of fun for me too. Thank you, Troy, for this opportunity.
Absolutely. And remember, everybody, every Tuesday is the NHCC Alumni Coffee Break. Bai, going to sign off, but what a joy to talk with you. And hopefully we'll be in touch here off and on, I hope. Please let us know how you're doing.
Thanks for having me, Troy. Talk to you later. Thanks.
Absolutely, you bet.